All right, good morning, YouTube. Monday morning. We are back at Chestnut Ridge where we did that large tree install last year. I guess it was the end of the year. We planted all of these. This was actually the first phase we did here about 4 or 5 years ago or so. And when we did it, these telephone poles were not there. They were further forward. So per the plans, we installed the trees where they wanted them. But now that the telephone poles were moved back 10 or 15 feet, they're now falling underneath the power lines, as you can see. So basically the township came through and said, hey, the ones that are now under the lines, we know it's not your fault, but move them back. So basically I have my buddy who I buy the trees from. He was bringing his skid loader with tree spade on it, and the goal is dig a plug here, set it off to the side, drive up to that tree spade it, back it up, and set it right in the hole. So that's basically what we're going to do. We have the MT here so we can then backfill the hole when he's done, rake it out, seed it and straw it, and then call it good. So we're just going to wait for the skid loader to get over here and then we'll start. It's like a transformer. There it is. That's cool. There you go. That's what you call a plug. So it takes it from here. Puts it there. Keep it like that, but I guess because it's so clayey, you know what I mean?
Well, no, because they come in on an angle.
So it compresses it all, but it all depends on the soil quality too, I would think.
Ahí está, pero lo debes como de mover, ¿sabes para qué? Para que baje más.
Por el punto, es que le deberíamos de quitar el punto mosh, güey. ¿No?
Hay que poner este, ¿sabe qué? Ándale.
¿Está derecho?
Sí, está derecho. Nomás sabes qué. Sí, pero ya sé.
Almost could have used a bigger spade. Almost. It's close. It's about the max right there, yeah.
pegar los alambres, el palo si lo subo, ¿ah?
No.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, it rooted out pretty good.
Yeah.
Lots of roots. Yeah. Front a little bit. Yeah, good.
Ahora se le bajan los
So cool. I mean, that tree is probably the max for it.
Mira, Víctor, como que le bajan la punta. Pero sentado. Ándale.
I hope those Londons aren't too big, man. Some of those are
Monster.
they're tall, so they catch a lot of wind. You know what I mean?
Yeah. More of the trees fell over there. And those big ones on the corner.
Oh, they probably refell again after that wind.
Well,
Yeah.
they were pull them up with a skid loader
And a mini
with a mini behind
strap.
it. Yeah.
Oh. There you have it. And that is how you transplant trees.
Adelante un poquito. Ay. Nomás bájalo más de aquí. Ahora la punta un poquito. Ay. Ese darle. can you use the chopper a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, never a dull moment. Brand new machine. They just ran all the hoses and stuff for the tree spade, and there must be a bad O-ring or something. Hopefully it's just an O-ring because it is not working anymore. So now we're gonna have downtime to wait until a new machine gets here. So in the meantime, we'll see what Mike is doing. So now we'll just take the MT and skim coat the top of that plug off, and then rake it, seed it, and straw it. And then you'll never know. gotta go that way, but I know he can. This way a little bit.
Quita las bajadas de allá.
Ah, espérame, güey. A ver, chiquete.
Y aquí está bien, pero quiere de aquel lado.
¿De cuál?
Ahí está. Ahora siéntalo bien.
Yeah, what he said.
No está para ningún lado.
No, está bien. Sí. Mira, Víctor. Ya no lo puedes bajar un poquitito.
Bájalo.
Ajá.
Sí.
Dale. Ándale. Ah. Ahora nomás clávale tantito la punta. Ahí. Good. Ahí está.
Some days there's 100 trees, some days there's 40.
Yeah, because
It all depends on how close they are.
exactly.
He's like 100, 120 is a good guess.
Yeah, when they make like our 2.5 caliber.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. The little 28, 32 inch balls are the ones that really rip you. The ones that don't keep it. He said these are big stuff. Rip it.
Yeah.
Not a bigger truck. Yeah. So did you get charged for this or do that?
No, I didn't do anything wrong. I charged them to move them.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yep.
Because you're getting paid to have them here.
I pay them and then I charge them for it.
So stuff like this, do you get a decent deal on it?
Well, I basically gave them a breakdown of, hey, if we cut them down and put new trees in, it's going to cost you more than if we just transplant them.
No, I mean the press.
No.
No. I
No.
had to ask. I had to ask.
Oh, look at that big old girl there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't want to leave.